Just 15 minutes from Sydney CBD, a place that is surrounded with 3 sides of water and 18 pristine beaches for you to swim, sail and surf, it's no wonder this place is Sydneysiders' favourite seaside resort. Welcome to Manly, the perfect destination for your next Sydney escape. Situated on the lower northern beaches, Manly was named after the confident and manly behaviour of a group of local Aborigines spied in Manly Cove by Australia's first governor, Captain Arthur Phillip, in 1788. Manly has been a famous landmark for more than a century, attracting more than 8 million visitors to its breathtaking shores, most of them arriving by ferry. Manly Wharf is the gateway to Sydney's favourite seaside playground. The wharf comprises of a shopping complex, food court, restaurants, water sports and a boardwalk bar, the Manly Wharf Hotel. After a swim in the ocean and a sunbake on the beach, you will need to refuel. But forget combing your hair and getting the sand out of your cosy. Relax and tuck into some great food right here at the Wharf Hotel. The Manly Wharf Hotel offers majestic views across Manly into Sydney Harbour, making it a welcoming place for everyone from locals to tourists. The Manly Wharf Hotel is a great Sydney seaside pub with a modern feel, offering quality food and serving the best Australian and imported beer and wine. The menu has everything: seafood, salads, steaks, burgers and pasta. And if you come down on a Tuesday night, you can get a pizza with a glass of beer or wine for just $12. And listen up, mums and dads, Monday right through to Thursday, kids eat for free. The Wharf Hotel sure knows how to keep its customers coming back for more. Cheers. I'm about to experience the royal treatment. Champagne, chocolate-coated strawberries and a full-body massage in an ocean view suite with stunning views of Manly Harbour. Welcome to the Grand Esplanade. Quest Grand Esplanade is ideally located directly opposite Manly Harbour. The hotel offers fully self-contained apartments, conference facilities, gym, sauna, as well as a choice of restaurants to dine at. The hotel has 53 rooms which have been designed to provide a high level of comfort with the convenience of modern facilities. Whether you're looking to celebrate or you just need to escape, relax and unwind, don't wait any longer to treat yourself to the rejuvenation package at the Grand Esplanade. Next stop, award-winning Shore Club, voted Sydney's best metropolitan bar. If you're in Manly, you must come here and try one of the 17 delicious cocktails. Sit back, relax and enjoy the view. Situated on Manly Beach overlooking the ocean, Shore Club brings a new level of style to Manly. The Shore Club's design is a take on modern Miami. There are 3 bars with cabana lounges, elegant booths, palm trees and a retractable roof with 180-degree views of Manly Beach. It's now time for dinner and I'm at Garfish Restaurant where seafood is the specialty. So guys, bring the ladies here because it won't take much to impress, the food will do it for you. Award-winning Garfish Restaurant has blue water views and is one of the brightest restaurants on the Sydney dining scene, offering fine dining seafood. Just across the road from the harbour, Garfish has everything: style, great service and of course amazing food. You may select a dish from the menu or customise your own dish by selecting fish from the blackboard menu, choose how you would like it cooked and match it with the garnish of your choice. Well, thank you for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed spending the day with me here in Manly. And as you can see, Manly Beach has so much to offer and is well worth the trip. See you next time.
Welcome to EWTV Sports. I'm your host Jason King. We're down here at the Sydney Cricket Ground today and earlier we caught up with Craig Davis. Introducing our next guest, VFL, AFL legend of the game, Craig Davis. Welcome, Craig.
Jason, yeah, I played with a few clubs, Carlton, North Melbourne, Collingwood and the Swans, so I was certainly a journeyman.
And even a few grand finals, I hear.
Yeah, played in 4. My first year, 1973, when I was 18, in front of 170,000 people, so big thrill. Unfortunately, I didn't have a chance to win any, but as we all know, my son Nick Davis won one in 2005, and that makes up for all the losses.
I was going to say, yeah, and the tradition continues with the current Swans player, Nick Davis. Craig, we're here today. I was talking about Auskick and junior clubs, in the level of the junior clubs. How much have you seen it grow?
Well, I saw it initially from the initial stage where it started. It was called Vic Kick. It was on a round ball. It was a motor skills program, and that's what's made it so successful. Grown nationally, others, all the schools get accepted because it's motor skills. It's called Auskick now. 150,000 registered players between 5 and 8 years of age. So, look, we're really pleased about to see where it is, and I've seen it start from the embryonic stage to now a full-blown national program accepted by everybody.
So your introduction level would start off with your schools, more than likely, and then when the kids go from there, how do they actually find the actual junior clubs or what's nearest to them to play Auskick?
Well, there's no doubt that Auskick introduced it within the schools, gives them a taste for it, and then they go to the AFL New South Wales ACT website, and there's a link there to all the junior clubs in the area. Best part about what's happened over the last 25 years since the Swans been up in Sydney, the game has grown, especially in metropolitan Sydney, the Greater Sydney Juniors, and there's a club just round the corner from you. Just look it up and you'll get a kick.
And there you go. And then once the kids actually get to the club, what stages are there for them to go?
Well, there's ages. Auskick is part of the club. You can do Auskick club, but then you have 9s, 10s, 11s, 12s, 13s, 14s, 15s, and up to 16s, which is junior football. So Auskick is Auskick to 12s, so therefore it's modified, and then they go into what we call youth football, which is 13s to 16s, and then we go on to senior football, which is looking after 18s reserves and seniors. So look, it caters for everyone, and if you want to have a kick when you're old and you're a dinosaur, you can play super rules, or you can get involved with the women as well, because there's a women's league.
Well, thank you for your time today.
Jason, it's been a pleasure.
The pleasure's all mine. Thanks, Craig. Coming up, we've got Swans draftee Craig Bird. But before we do that, let's check out the top 10 marks of all time.
Bomb it in, he does, towards the hot spot. McFarlane's going to fly! He is the king of the speckies.
If a clean goal square, he'll get this. Burton is dropping back, he's got to run, Burton, look out! Oh!
Breaks the Peckett tackle. Davis on the right boot, to the hot spot. The big pack right, Nick Revolts has saved the Davis and killed him.
And we know how slippery the ball is. Look at the courage and the ability to take that mark under pressure.
Kick inside 50, high kick. The Flyers go up. Big mark, Motlop from the clouds. Fletcher picks it back up, kicks it along towards half forward. Paddy Ryder's the leaper. Big Flyers go over the top. Mundy's taking the grab.
Just a little bit further out this time. Flying on. Ambitious kick to Shabba! I didn't think he was going to get there.
A long ball. Daniel Kerr from the side of it. Unbelievable mark. He came from nowhere, Daniel Kerr.
Massey's got it now. Drives it long to the top of the goal square. Richmond have got the number.
Maybe we know how dangerous he is. Winds it up, the run for Uze. Oh!
Got to kick it long to a contest.
Otten's what a mark! Will he ever come down? Oh, Brad Ottens turns back the clock and takes a hanger on the wing.
It's a hanger, all right. That's a beauty. How good's that?
Could have seen the mark of the year there, Hutto. We could well have seen the Toyota mark of the year.
Sydney Swans recruit Craig Bird. Welcome, Craig.
Thanks for having me.
Mate, today we're just touching on Auskick. What sort of an influence did Auskick have in your career?
Yeah, going over Nelson Bay, it was a bit different than it is these days. There wasn't actually Auskick around when I started. So I started when I was about 8 years old and I was actually playing under 12. So I was playing well above my age group. But I was lucky enough to see the Auskick when I was growing up, the benefits what the other kids got. So, yeah.
And with the way that was in Nelson's Bay, then what about the direction to become a Swan as you are now? Was there any sort of other guidelines that come out from that, or?
I don't know, it was pretty tough going up there because the system back then wasn't so great. It's a lot better these days. They've got actually a pretty good system in place now where you can actually see the pathway up into the AFL ranks now with the state teams and that sort of thing. But yeah, once I got a bit older, it started to get a bit better, and obviously it sort of helped me.
Did you come through the TAC program at all? Did you play with the Rams or anything? Or?
Yep, I actually played with the Rams the last 2 years. Played all the TAC Cup games and the Nationals and that sort of thing, and also played under 16s, under 15 New South Wales as well. So sort of progressed through the ranks that way.
And then when you come into the draft, did you come in through the rookie system or a scholarship system? Or?
Yep, I was lucky enough. I was overlooked in the 2006 draft when I was 17, and I was lucky enough to get a scholarship with the Swans, and that sort of allowed me to come down here and train full time with them and that sort of thing. And then after last year, they sort of thought they decided to put me on the senior list, so that's sort of how it worked out. So, yep.
And your debut game, how did you find that?
Yeah, obviously very nervous. There was a lot of messages and calls before the game, but yeah, it was a great experience and something I'll never forget. Probably didn't play the best I could have, but yeah, it was a good experience. Yeah.
And any of the experienced or leadership group players, is there anyone in particular that's sort of taken you under their wing?
It's sort of no player in particular. Just sort of everyone in the senior side sort of helps you along the way with their advice and that sort of thing. And sort of the leadership group's very helpful as well. Brett Kirk and those sort of blokes, obviously very helpful.
And what about with the jumper? And obviously number 14. Pretty honoured, you know, ex-Paul Kelly after the jumper was retired after Paul Kelly finished with. So how did you feel about that?
Yeah, exactly. It was a massive honour when they came up to me and offered it to me. I sort of was a bit reluctant at first because obviously there's a lot of great players that were born in the past, but had to talk to the coaches and a few players, and they sort of would be a good idea to take the jersey, so decided to take it, and yeah, very excited and very honoured to get the chance to wear it.
And where do you hope to foresee yourself in the future?
Obviously, yeah, still playing here. Hopefully, get a spot in the senior team and sort of cement my spot in the team, and yeah, obviously just a consistent sort of player at the Swans. That'd be great.
Mate, well, thank you very much for your time today.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Craig.
Cheers.
Cheers. Isn't it great to see the kids out here today? Who knows, we could have our future Barry Hall, Brett Kirk or Ryan O'Keefe. Let's cross over now and speak with Jason McPherson, who we caught up with earlier today about Auskick in school programs.
Mate, Auskick originated obviously from the heartland of AFL down in Victoria. It used to be called VicKick. It was introduced to New South Wales some 10-12 years ago, and now played widely throughout New South Wales and Australian Capital Territory. Mate, Auskick, obviously with the growth of the game in New South Wales, that we had to look at, or the AFL looked at a modified game that was safe. It was friendly for boys and girls. It was easy for mums and dads to cart children to a venue, and hence the reason the modified game of AFL is Auskick. Auskick has really come to the forefront in the last probably 3 years. We've got over 25,000 Auskickers registered in New South Wales, and that doesn't include the Australian Capital Territory. But with our in-school Auskick program, we've found that after speaking to teachers, and we've had to modify it and rearrange a few things, but we've got a very good program mix with our Auskick program.
And what steps does that help to then create maybe a potential or a further career in AFL?
Oh, it's massive. Some of these participants here today are first-timers to our game. Going back a few years, a kid by the name of Kieran Jack was playing for Pennant Hills Primary School, and now Kieran is one of the first graders at the Sydney Swans. So, and his first taste of AFL coming from a rugby league family, with his dad being a NRL state representative player and an Australian rugby league kangaroo. He has taken the path of AFL through Paul Kelly Cup, getting a taste of it, and has gone through the pathway to play at the highest level.
Where do you see the future of Auskick and the AFL in, say, 5 to 10 years?
In 5 years' time, I just see the participation rate increasing out of Western Sydney. We're at a level in the eastern suburbs and North Shore where the growth is fantastic, but our facilities, Sydney was never made for AFL. We've got a lot of soccer pitches and rugby pitches. We haven't got a lot of venues like the SCG or the Bat and Ball Oval, local grounds. Until we can secure more venues, it's sort of holding back on our game.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. I'd like to make a special thanks to the AFL New South Wales and the Sydney Swans, and let's hope too you can kick a goal.
Hey, I'm Johnny Sonic.
I'm Dave Good.
I'm Blue MC.
I'm iKid.
And we're the Potbellies.
You're watching EWTV.
Keep it locked.
Have any of you wished that your life was one big party? Wish you could tour the world, making rooms come to life with music, energy and excitement? That's a reality for my next guest. Dave Good, Johnny Sonic, Blue MC and iKid make up the electronic house group, the Potbellies. I had a chat with them today to find out the highs and the lows of touring in a successful music act.
First of all, can I start off by saying it's so great to have you guys here today. You've been really busy lately. You've just got back from the UK. What are your highlights so far?
Yeah, the highlights this year have been, I mean, we've just had a brilliant start to the year. Don't Hold Back has been really good for us, and also the New Year's Eve was a massive night for us. We had like 7 gigs in 24 hours. We had like a plane ride over 2 states and 2 different time zones, so we actually got to kiss and have 2 12 o'clocks, which was awesome.
Very cool.
And,
very cool.
Well, most recently the MTV Awards, yeah, it was definitely a big highlight. I think that's the culmination of everything that's brought us to this point so far.
Your single Don't Hold Back went platinum. How did you find out about it?
Oh yeah, no, I think we were getting drunk in the studio actually at the time, and no, that was so high, hey? We just jumped up and down, so.
So tell me a little bit about the new album that's coming out and the new single.
We've got a new single coming out. It's called Are You With Me? Alan on the lead vocals and Blue doing some gorgeous harmonies in the backing vocals. And the new album's going to be out in September. We're working really hard at it, probably about 12 to 13 tracks and a little bit more of the same, a lot of breaks and a lot of Blue MC rapping, a lot of Alan big vocals and loads of club tracks as well for everyone to enjoy. I'm pissed.
I know, I can't wait anyway. Johnny and Dave, you guys are well known for your dirty house tracks. It's been said that you guys have a sixth sense for knowing what the people want to hear. Has it always been that way with you two?
I think coming from a DJ angle, you know, we've always been programming music and playing to big crowds and stuff like that, so that's probably helped, you know, our production end of things.
Yeah, I mean, what we've always played really dirty electronic house music, you know, and yeah. I mean, I know that the two of us prefer playing with each other than on our own because it's very exciting when you're playing with somebody, and like I don't even have to look at Dave anymore to know what he's going to play next or to know what we're going to do, and that's, you know, we're just kind of watching each other's fingers really on the decks and battling each other. It's gotten to the stage now where we can just do what we want, really, you know.
Yeah, you guys provide such an amazing energy when you perform on stage. Is there anything that you guys do to get yourselves amped up?
We do these crazy chakra warm-ups.
Warm-ups like
Oh.
That's pretty much it.
Well, it's obvious that Australia loves you guys. Are there any other countries overseas that really are feeling what the Potbellies are doing?
We just got back from Germany, and our tours over there were hard work, performing to cold audiences who don't know us, but by the end of it I think we had a few more fans, and of course Ireland, all the kids from Dublin, the home crowd.
I mean, we've been working there for a few years now. We've been going back. We brought Blue back. We're yet to bring Alan.
Yeah, I'm excited.
But hopefully September we'll
ready to go. Have been 3 times together.
3 times, and it's just getting better and better, isn't it?
It's unbelievable, you know, especially to go back to your home and the nightclubs that you grew up in, and people, you know, you have like 800 people on your guest list, you know, they're all your mates, you know, and travelling around the country. It's like, oh, we're so proud of you being Irish, you know. We're like, well, you weren't bloody proud when we left here, you know.
They're trying to take hold of us now, you know.
But it's great.
But that's what it's all about, being re-embraced.
Well, it took us, you know, 10,000 miles away to
5 years.
Yeah, for them to actually get onto us, you know.
On a bit more of a sort of negative note, Johnny, you were sick this tour, I heard.
Yeah.
And I was just wondering, have you guys come across any other difficulties on tour?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I find being on tour really difficult. I've got a family back in Sydney, so I find being on tour a bit of a heartbreak. But it's so much fun. I mean, we let go. We get a bit loose, and you know, there are difficult times always when you're spending a lot of time together with anyone.
With each other.
Yeah. I'd say one of the most difficult times is not drinking, you know, and not partying.
You're behaving yourselves, are you?
No. No, not really.
I'm off the hook. They have to be good.
I was sick for a reason.
And I'll tell you, you know what makes it easier being on tour, you know, with the four of us, is that every show we just give 100%. We have a great time, and we've always got great reception from the fans. So you know, it all balances out, and it's just a great journey, you know.
And we have a lot of fun together, so we keep each other up.
Even with all your success, you guys still managed to come back to Sydney and play your original Saturday night spot at Moulin Rouge. How is that going?
It's been unbelievable. It was the platform for us, you know, for myself and Dave when we started, and you know, to have it built into this with Blue and Elan and being a full band now and over 5 years, and still, like, we've got our 50th birthday this August and we're still playing there. To go back to it it's really you know, a feat for myself and Dave as DJs to be able to go back to your roots and still be respected, even though, you know, people will say, oh, you've gone commercial or your tracks are more commercial now than whatever, but to be able to go back there to our roots and still be accepted is pretty awesome for us.
Yeah. It's really grounding, you know. It's just really grounding to be able to go back and just, you know, as you said, just keep to the roots and you keep dirty and underground, you know.
It's a big success role for us, you know, that we're really proud of as well. You know?
Yeah, like a club night going every week for 5 years. There's not many around that do that, so we're pretty happy with that.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. Yeah. So last thing, what is next on the Potbelly's agenda?
Finishing off the album, we're just currently mixing the sessions for Ministry of Sound, so that's going to be released in May.
Finish off the album, and we've got a lot of work to do, but a lot of it's done already, but I can't wait.
So that's the highs and lows of being in the Potbellies, and it sounds like everyone's having a great time. I'm going to go home now and dream about one day being in a famous music act too. If only I had some talent. I'm Sheena, thanks everyone for watching, goodbye!
Bye!
Remember, if you want interesting TV, you want
ewtv.